Our first guest tonight is an Emmy-winning actor who taught us to trust no one, and she was very right. Her new role is as Eleanor Roosevelt in The First Lady. It premieres Sunday on Showtime. Please welcome Gillian Anderson. Person.
I know.
Last time you were on a Zoom from England in the middle of the night.
It was horrible.
Yeah, you had to get up. I know, that must have been terrible. I mean...
I didn't get up, I stayed up.
Oh, you stayed up, right, yeah. And then, I don't know if you remember this, but I thought about it. At that time, you were on The Crown. You were playing Margaret Thatcher. You remember that, I assume.
I do remember.
It was a full 10 months before the Emmys, and I predicted that you would win the Emmy for your role, and guess what happened? You won the Emmy for your role. And not that I can claim any responsibility, but I wonder if when your name was read, if you thought, oh my God, he was right.
I should have thanked you.
Yeah, you should have. It would have been nice, yeah. But what are you gonna do? Maybe the next one. Maybe for this, you know?
Oh, for this?
Yeah.
Not for this.
Well, not for this, no.
Not for this. Thank you.
No chance for this.
Thank you for having me.
Oh, I didn't mean that as a reflection on you. I meant it on me, yes. But it's very good to see you. What time was it when you won that Emmy? Because you had the whole cast of The Crown gathered together.
Yeah.
And it was, what, like 4 o'clock in the morning?
Well, no, something like that. I mean, we were in London, and we got to be there all together in the same room, which was kind of nice, because we'd been separate for a long time. Mm-hmm. We didn't get to actually finish the filming by about a couple of weeks, and say goodbye, so that was the first time we were seeing each other again, which was nice. But when I was for the Golden Globes, I was actually shooting in Prague and was alone in a hotel room.
Really?
All dressed up in front of a computer for the entire Golden Globes. But there was a technician who was there in the room with me.
Even worse.
Even worse. It kind of would have been okay to be alone and just, but there's this guy that I didn't even know who was like over in the corner who, was watching the whole thing, and every once in a while would clap and watching me make my acceptance speech, like... and then at one point he snuck a picture. At one point I was like, who's this guy?
How very strange.
It was really weird.
And then to add to the strangeness, you got this as now. Is this a gift for the Golden Globes or for the Emmy?
Oh wow.
I'm gonna hold it up, but I know it's gonna have to be blurred because it's profane. But This is a cake, yes?
But you guys can't really see how big it was. It was half my height.
Was it really?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, wow.
I should have taken a picture for perspective with me next to it, but it was huge.
Did you eat it?
Well, at one point, after a while, I sliced off a ball. And passed it around. And we had a little, a little taste.
What size were the balls? I mean, was it like, were they this, just so we have, was it like a...
Like this.
Cantaloupe or, like a...
Yeah,
like a soccer ball.
Like a small cantaloupe.
Okay.
Like yours. No doubt. I mean, not that I've seen them.
That is quite a... And how was it? Did it taste good?
Yes.
Yeah, it did.
It had been there for a couple weeks, but it still tasted good.
Yeah, our standards and practices guy, the guy who's the network censor, is having a seizure right now. I'm sure, yeah. This will never, unfortunately, no one at home knows what I just showed, but I think you could probably figure it out. You won your first Emmy for X-Files, right? What year was that?
Yeah.
You don't know. Probably like 97, something like that?
It was third season. We started in 94, 97.
Oh, very good. Well, you remember and in fact, this is something that, I'm not sure who made this connection, but now you're playing Eleanor Roosevelt.
Yes.
This is from, I don't know if you know about this, from the X-Files. Mulder asked Scully, your character, if you could be one person besides yourself, who would you be? And this was Scully's answer.
All right, then. Eleanor Roosevelt.
Eleanor Roosevelt. As if that show wasn't weird enough. I mean, this is like some sort of weird metaverse thing.
Yeah, between you and that.
Me and really just me. Yeah, me and that's very strange.
I know, it is very strange. It's true.
It is true.
It is actually true.
Did you think about that? Did that ring a bell at all for you when you
No, but
took
somebody
this part?
told me.
I can't imagine looking at you and going, oh, you know who'd be great? Eleanor Roosevelt. I mean, I know you're a great actor, but I mean, you know, listen.
When they first offered me the job, I was like, what? I'm like, you know,
Yeah.
I'm short. I'm 5'3".
Oh, that's not-
She's 6 foot tall.
Yeah, oh, she was 6
Yeah.
foot tall.
And even when we were shooting, even though I wore as high as shoes that I could get away with, I was still shorter than anybody else on the show. But we decided to ignore that.
You decided
Because
to
I assumed that since they were hiring me, and after I told them, I was like, look, you guys, are you sure? I was figuring they'd have ramps built and stuff.
Isn't
like we did on
nice-
the X-Files, we used to have ramps.
Isn't it nice to be at a point in your career where somebody offers you a pretty great part and you're like, are you guys sure? I don't know if I'm sold. We dug up what I think is maybe your first like paid acting gig. You correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe you're about 18 years old here.
Okay.
Kathy wasn't too popular with her coworkers. They thought she'd rather work than go out with the gang. Kathy had acne. She was self-conscious, withdrawn, and believed no one could see past her ugly blemishes. Then her doctor recommended she visit the advanced dermatology centers. Today, Kathy's a new person, still working hard, but now she has a new life, and she's doing great things with it.
Do you remember how much you got paid for that?
Somebody sent this to me a few months ago or whatever, and it's the first time I swear in my life I've seen it. I wasn't actually present. I was not there in that room.
It wasn't on your reel? It wasn't something that you were?
I mean, what the hell? It's so bizarre. And then at the end, when he comes up to me, he looks down as if he's like starting to undo my jacket. Or something.
Maybe he was.
It's like the creepiest thing. I got so happy when he walked in the room.
When we come back, we will see a scene from the show. The First Lady, Gillian Anderson, is with us. We'll go right back.
Is it true that I am not to have a proper job in your administration?
Please stop listening to Louis.
Well, give me something else to hear.
Fine. I am not entirely comfortable. Nobody else is getting 2 appointments.
I'm not asking for 2 appointments.
I'll think about it.
Don't push me off, Franklin. I am your wife, not one of your girlfriends.
That is Gillian Anderson and Kiefer Sutherland in The First Lady, premieres Sunday on Showtime. This is quite a cast you're involved with
I
here.
know.
Viola Davis was here last night.
I heard.
Yeah, and she has this issue where she had to, worry about Michelle Obama seeing it. You don't have that.
She had it worse off than I did.
Yes, for sure. Yeah,
For
she had a
sure.
lot of pressure there. Yeah.
Nobody remembers Eleanor Roosevelt.
You just had to. Well, people certainly remember. I think.
Yeah,
Eleanor
but
Roosevelt.
they weren't alive at the same time.
Right. They don't know. There wasn't a ton of video. She wasn't out.
Yeah.
She wasn't doing talk shows and stuff like that.
She wasn't.
The teeth
Tweeting.
are seem. Was that terrible wearing the teeth?
It actually wasn't. It helped. So I had prosthetic teeth in, which is the first time that I've tried them, and I felt like they really helped. They helped me to get into character. And then as she got older, I had a couple pieces down here too that on the inside that kind of helped me get a bit more jowly.
You, as I mentioned, Viola plays Michelle Obama, and Michelle Pfeiffer plays Betty Ford.
Yeah.
Did you guys
Never.
cross paths at all?
No.
No.
The first time we met was the last time I was in LA, which was a couple weeks ago for a CBS interview.
And at no point do the 3 of you appear on screen together, but wouldn't that be something?
That is correct.
Wouldn't that be the greatest? You guys have like a lunch?
Yes.
You, Betty Ford, Eleanor Roosevelt, and Michelle Obama play like a game of pickleball or something out on the White House lawn.
My dad plays pickleball. I know what pickleball is.
You brought some more photos, and again, we're going to have to blur a little bit of this, but...
Life is a blur.
Yeah, life is a blur, you're right. There's Eleanor Roosevelt relaxing. There's Eleanor Roosevelt having a read. And finally...
There was a fantastic props woman called Cindy who worked on the show, and she took pictures of me all the time, so
You give her the finger each time.
every once in a while.
Have you met a first lady or a president of the United States, or both?
I've never met a first lady.
Is that
I have met a president. I met Clinton.
When was this that you met Bill Clinton?
I met him when he was running for office first time. And it was a lunch for him at somebody's fancy house in the Hollywood Hills or something.
The first time he was running.
Yeah,
Oh,
first time.
Wow.
And then at the end of the, at the end of his speech or whatever, we, created a line for him to walk down the line and shake hands, and we got to meet him. And he did the most miraculous thing in the world. That thing that he does where he shakes your hand and then he grabs your elbow at the same time. He holds your arm further up.
Yeah, right.
Slightly intimate little thing.
Yeah.
Makes eye contact.
He does.
Then he moves on to the next person. And then he looks back at you.
Yeah. I got all of that except for the look back. I did not experience the look back.
I went home, I thought, this was in the days of answering machines. I literally thought that I was going to go home to a message from him. I did. It was that real.
Really? Uh-huh. Well, yeah. I mean, probably your answering machine was broken because he definitely called. Oh, that's something else.
Yeah.
So, and then did you vote for him after that?
Yes. I did.
Even though he didn't call. Wow.
Even though he didn't call.
He's probably going to call now. Well, it's great to see you. Congratulations on all these great parts and your great performances. This one is called The First Lady. It premieres Sunday night on Showtime. Gillian Anderson, everybody. We'll be back with Janelle James. Hi, I'm Jimmy Kimmel, and I am not allowed to eat this cookie until you click the subscribe button. So please click now. I'm hungry.